Do you ever wake up feeling like your body just isn't what it used to be? Perhaps a little stiff, a bit creaky. Or maybe your mind feels a little foggy until that first cup of tea or coffee kicks in. It's easy to resign ourselves to the idea that aches, pains, and a general slowing down are just an inevitable part of getting older. We see friends and family members struggling with their energy levels, their memory, or finding it harder to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. And we start to think that's our future too. The thought can be truly disheartening. Can't it, that feeling of losing a little piece of ourselves with each passing year? Of vitality slipping away like sand through our fingers? But what if I told you, it doesn't have to be that way? What if there's a simple, deeply effective secret? Something you can weave into the very start of your day. That can turn that feeling around. Something that has helped me, at 94 years young, feel healthier and more vibrant than I did even decades ago. It's not a magic pill or some complicated exercise routine you need to spend hours on. It's about cultivating a few gentle, consistent morning habits that truly set the stage for your entire day, your week, your life. In this video, I'm going to share my 5 personal morning habits that have been absolute game changers for my energy, my mind, my digestion, and my overall zest for life. These aren't just theoretical tips. They're practices I live by every single day, and I truly believe they can make a profound difference for you too. So, please, stay with me until the very end, because I have something truly surprising to share that I think will resonate deeply with you. So, let's dive right into the very first habit, the one that kicks off my day and truly sets the tone for everything that follows. It's incredibly simple, yet profoundly powerful. I start every single morning, even before my feet hit the floor, with a large glass of warm water, often with a squeeze of fresh lemon, you might think. Water. That's it. But trust me, this isn't just any water. It's a deliberate act of rehydration and gentle cleansing that your body absolutely craves after hours of sleep. Think about it overnight. Your body has been busy repairing, detoxifying, and rejuvenating itself. It's been a long stretch without any fluid intake, and by morning, you're likely in a mild state of dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. Starting with water immediately rehydrates your cells, helping them function optimally. It's like watering a thirsty plant. It just perks up and comes alive. When your cells are properly hydrated, everything works better: your digestion, your energy levels, even your mental clarity. This simple act helps to gently stimulate your bowels, which, for many of us, especially as we get a bit older, can be a real struggle. A sluggish digestive system can lead to discomfort, bloating, and a general feeling of being backed up, which drains your energy and your mood. Warm water, in particular, is soothing and less of a shock to your system than cold water. It helps to loosen things up, making it easier for your body to eliminate waste. Many people find it helps them have a regular bowel movement shortly after, which is a fantastic way to start the day feeling light and clean. Now, about the lemon. Fresh lemon juice isn't just for flavor. It's a nutritional powerhouse. It's rich in vitamin C, which is vital for your immune system, helping to ward off those sniffles and keep you resilient. Beyond vitamin C, lemon also contains antioxidants that help protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals, which are unstable molecules that contribute to aging and disease. It's a gentle natural diuretic, helping your body to flush out excess fluids and toxins. Some people worry about the acidity of lemon, but once metabolized by the body, lemon actually has an alkalizing effect, helping to balance your body's pH levels. A more alkaline environment is thought to be less hospitable for disease, and it can help reduce inflammation, which is often a silent culprit behind aches and pains. I remember when I first started this habit decades ago, I was a bit skeptical. I'd always just grabbed a cup of coffee right away. But a friend, who was an absolute picture of health, swore by it. I decided to give it a try, and within a week or two, I noticed a distinct difference. My morning sluggishness began to fade, and I felt a gentle lift in my energy. The most surprising benefit for me was how much more regular my digestion became. Before, it was often a bit hit and miss. But with the warm lemon water, it became something I could count on. It was such a small change, but the cumulative effect over time has been truly remarkable. To make this habit easy to adopt, here's what I do. I keep a glass on my bedside table and a small thermos of warm water right next to it. As soon as I wake up, before I even sit up fully, I reach for that glass. I slowly sip the water, letting it gently awaken my internal systems. I have a little lemon squeezer next to my bed or in the bathroom, so I can add the lemon right then and there. It takes less than 5 minutes, but it's a foundational act of self-care that tells my body, "Good morning, I'm taking care of you today." It's not about chugging it down. It's about slow, mindful sips, feeling the warmth and hydration spreading through you. If you find the taste of plain lemon water a bit too much, you can start with just a few drops of lemon and gradually increase it. Or sometimes, I'll add a tiny pinch of sea salt for extra minerals, or a small slice of ginger for an added digestive boost, especially if I'm feeling a bit off. The key is consistency. Make it the very first thing you do before anything else, before checking your phone, before thinking about breakfast, before even getting out of bed. Just a big glass of warm, hydrating goodness. This simple act signals to your body that a new day has begun, and it's time to gently wake up and prepare for optimal function. It truly is the unsung hero of my morning routine, laying the groundwork for all the good things that follow throughout the day. And speaking of getting the body ready, let's seamlessly move into the second morning habit that complements this hydration perfectly, helping to gently awaken your body from the inside out. After that first glass of warm lemon water has worked its magic, the next crucial step in my morning ritual is something I call gentle awakening movement. For many years, I used to just leap out of bed and rush into the day, but as I got older, I noticed how stiff and uncomfortable I felt. My joints would ache, my back would protest, and it took ages for me to feel truly limber. I realized that forcing my body into action before it was ready was actually counterproductive. Now, even before I fully stand up, I spend about 10 to 15 minutes engaging in very gentle, deliberate movements, usually right there in my bed or just beside it. This isn't about breaking a sweat or doing intense exercises. It's about slowly coaxing your muscles and joints back to life. I start with simple stretches. Lying on my back, I'll gently bring one knee to my chest, holding it for a few breaths, feeling the stretch in my lower back and hip, and then the other knee. I might do some ankle circles, pointing and flexing my feet, and gently rolling my wrists. I'll then move into a gentle spinal twist, letting my knees fall to one side while my upper body stays relatively flat, feeling that beautiful release along my spine. Sometimes, I'll just reach my arms up overhead and stretch out my whole body, like a cat waking up from a nap. These movements increase blood flow to my muscles and joints, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients, and helping to flush out any stiffness that accumulated overnight. It lubricates the joints, preparing them for the day's activities. It's like oiling a rusty gate. It just makes everything move more smoothly. The beauty of this gentle movement is that it's entirely adaptable. You don't need fancy equipment or a specific routine. Listen to your body. If a certain area feels tight, gently move into a stretch that addresses it. On days when I feel more energetic, I might do a few standing stretches next to the bed, like a gentle forward fold or some side bends. On other days, when I feel a bit more tired, I'll stick entirely to movements I can do lying down. The goal isn't intensity, it's consistency and mindful awareness of your body. This habit has been transformative for my mobility and comfort. I used to dread those first few steps out of bed, but now, after this gentle warm-up, I feel so much more ready to face the day. With less stiffness and more ease in my movements, it also connects me to my physical self in a loving, nurturing way, rather than pushing it. It's an act of respect for the incredible machine that is my body. Now, once my body feels a little more awake and supple, I transition into the third habit, which addresses another vital aspect of well-being, my mind and spirit. This is about cultivating a mindful moment of gratitude. In our fast-paced world, it's so easy to wake up and immediately get caught up in the day's demands, the news, the to-do list, or even worries. But starting the day with this proactive moment of reflection and gratitude completely shifts my perspective and emotional state. After my gentle stretches, I find a comfortable spot usually by a window where I can see the morning light, or just sitting quietly in my favorite chair. I close my eyes, or soften my gaze, and just take a few slow, deep breaths. This simple act of conscious breathing calms my nervous system and brings me into the present moment. Then, I spend about 5 to 10 minutes consciously thinking about things I'm grateful for. It could be anything: the warmth of my blanket, the sound of birds outside, the fact that I woke up this morning, a good cup of tea I'm about to have, a kind word from a friend yesterday, the warmth of the sun on my skin. Sometimes, it's big things, but often, it's the small, everyday blessings that we so often overlook. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's a powerful mental discipline. And when you focus on gratitude, you actively rewire your brain to look for the positive. It shifts your mindset from scarcity and worry to abundance and appreciation. It reduces stress, improves mood, and can even boost your immune system. I've found that on days when I intentionally practice gratitude, I'm more resilient when challenges arise. I'm kinder to myself and others, and I simply feel more content. It's amazing how much mental clutter and negativity can accumulate overnight. And this practice is like a gentle sweep, clearing it all away and making space for joy and optimism. I remember one particularly challenging period in my life when I felt overwhelmed by various responsibilities. It was hard to find anything to be grateful for, but I pushed myself to just find one tiny thing, even if it was just the fact that I had a roof over my head. Over time, as I persisted, more things started to appear. It was like tuning a radio to a different station. Suddenly, I was picking up signals of joy and beauty that had always been there, but I hadn't been listening. This habit grounds me, reminds me of the good in the world, and sets a positive intention for the day ahead. It's a quiet, inner conversation that strengthens my spirit and prepares me not just for what I have to do, but for who I want to be. These first 3 habits truly build upon each other, creating a holistic foundation for well-being. Now, with our bodies gently moving and our minds filled with appreciation, it's time to nourish ourselves from the inside out with the next vital habit, focusing on how we fuel our bodies for sustained energy and vitality, with my body feeling more agile and my mind centered in gratitude. The 4th habit I embrace each morning is all about intentional nourishment, a truly nutrient-dense breakfast. For too long, many of us have fallen into the trap of grabbing something quick and easy: sugary cereals, toast, or skipping breakfast altogether. But what we choose to break our overnight fast with profoundly impacts our energy levels, our blood sugar, our cognitive function, and even our mood for the rest of the day. My breakfast is never rushed, and it's always packed with goodness, focusing on protein, healthy fats, and fiber. A typical morning meal for me might be a bowl of slow-cooked oats with a handful of berries, a sprinkle of nuts and seeds, and a dollop of Greek yogurt for extra protein, or perhaps a couple of scrambled eggs with some sautéed spinach or avocado on the side. The key is to avoid refined carbohydrates and excessive sugars, which can cause a rapid spike and then crash in blood sugar, leaving you feeling tired and craving more unhealthy snacks just an hour or 2 later. Protein and healthy fats are crucial because they provide sustained energy, keeping you feeling full and satisfied, and helping to maintain stable blood sugar levels. This is incredibly important as we age, not just for weight management, but for overall metabolic health and preventing conditions like type 2 diabetes. Fiber, found abundantly in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, is essential for healthy digestion, keeping things moving smoothly and feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which, by the way, plays a huge role in your immune system and even your mood. I learned this the hard way. For years, I relied on toast and jam or a sweet pastry because it was convenient. I'd be hungry again by mid-morning, often feeling irritable and unfocused. When I shifted to a breakfast rich in protein and fiber, the change was almost immediate. I felt more alert. My concentration improved, and those mid-morning slumps disappeared. I also noticed I wasn't as prone to reaching for sugary treats later in the day. This isn't about dieting. It's about giving your body the foundational building blocks it needs to thrive. It's about eating with intention, understanding that your breakfast is literally breaking the fast and setting the stage for your body's performance. Taking the time to prepare and mindfully enjoy a nourishing meal is an act of self-love, and it truly pays dividends throughout your entire day. Finally, the fifth and perhaps most overlooked morning habit, one that connects me deeply with the world around me, is seeking out a bit of sunlight and fresh air as soon as I can, weather permitting. I step outside, even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes. I might stand on my porch, walk around my garden, or simply open a window and breathe deeply. This isn't just for pleasure. It's a vital biological cue. Exposure to natural light, especially in the morning, helps to regulate your body's circadian rhythm, your internal clock. This rhythm dictates when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. In our modern lives, many of us spend too much time indoors, bathed in artificial light, which can confuse our internal clocks, leading to poor sleep at night and sluggishness during the day. Morning sunlight, even on a cloudy day, is far more powerful than indoor lighting for signaling to your brain that it's daytime. This helps suppress melatonin production, the sleep hormone, and boosts cortisol, the wakefulness hormone, at the right time, making you feel more awake and energized. It also helps to ensure that later in the evening, your body naturally starts to produce melatonin, preparing you for a restful night's sleep. A consistent sleep pattern is absolutely critical for health as we age, impacting everything from memory and mood to immune function and hormone balance. Beyond the biological benefits, stepping outside connects you to nature, which has profound psychological benefits. The fresh air invigorates you. The sounds of birds or the rustle of leaves calm your mind. And just observing the natural world can reduce stress and increase feelings of well-being. For me, it's a moment of quiet contemplation, a reminder that I'm part of something larger. It's often where I get some of my best ideas, or simply feel a renewed sense of peace and optimism. So, there you have them, my 5 morning secrets that have profoundly contributed to my health and vitality at 94. First, that essential glass of warm lemon water to rehydrate and gently cleanse. Second, the gentle awakening movements and stretches to lubricate your joints and ease into the day. Third, taking a mindful moment of gratitude to set a positive emotional tone. Fourth, fueling your body with a nutrient-dense breakfast to provide sustained energy and mental clarity. And fifth, stepping outside for some morning sunlight and fresh air to regulate your internal clock and connect with nature. Remember, these aren't about perfection. They're about consistency and making small, intentional choice each day. You don't have to do them all perfectly right away. Pick one that resonates with you and try it for a week. See how you feel. Then maybe add another. Small changes truly do make a monumental difference over time, compiling into a life of greater health, happiness, and independence. You are capable of incredible things, and every new day is an opportunity to invest in your well-being. I genuinely hope these habits inspire you to nurture your mornings and, in turn, your entire life. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits resonates most with you? Or perhaps you have your own morning ritual that works wonders. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else who's watching. And if you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me reach more incredible people like you. And I'd be honored to have you join our community as we explore ways to live our best lives at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Live your best life. Embrace every moment and never stop nurturing the incredible person you are.